please. Okay. And this is going to be a hiccup halfway through because I'm going to, you should be seeing a blue screen now. Is that what you're seeing? Oops. Hello?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay. All right, let me find it on my screen. Okay, so yeah, so let me just go ahead and I'm just going to open some morphs and put something together here. And so we'll just get a panel, and hopefully you're
So it could be also our personalities, but it's not.
and I'm going to get a thumb wheel and go ahead and embed that into the layout morph in the panel. And that's not in the best place, so I'm going to go ahead and edit the layout. Now we got this these purple things here, and these are the visual properties for morph. We got shallow waters and deep waters. Morph's visual properties are generally shallow waters, so they're basically just values, and so they're pretty easy to bring up editors or drag and drop with. So in this case, actually, I want to get up an editor for this thing. And let's give it some Y separation here. And I want to center it rather than having it at the top. And do an update. And so I just got a little wheel morph there. And now let me go ahead and get a label morph. Okay. And I kind of want to do the same thing here. And actually, I want to keep this around a little bit. So go ahead and change the emphasis. Make it a little easier to see. Yeah, that's probably a big enough font. Maybe just slightly larger. Okay. That's good. And let's see, maybe I want to change the title up here. Okay. And so basically you can drag and drop these things, but a single click edits. So we'll call this Tom's Thumb. Okay, I want to accept that. And let's see. Maybe we'll do one more thing here. I'll change the color on that. So bunch of color dictionaries on the internet, but get your choice. So we just have let's see, about a little darker color here, but blue, navy blue. That should work for me. So I can just drag and drop that on the border color. Oops. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. That's I'm editing the wrong thing. I don't want the label morph. I want the panel. So we'll try it again here. So let's take some other color here. Ah, denim. Okay. And we'll just drop that on here. And of course, once you get used to this stuff, then, you know, drag and drop is a lot of fun. Get up a color mix editor. And we can play around here, the usual 2D thrice through a 3D color cube with the elevator being the third dimension. And you can set the opacity or whatever. And yeah, oops, sorry. It's a little slow with the internet connection here. You can get the color with the alpha or the color with an alpha equals 1, the pure color. We also have the closest CSS3 web color. So if you like that color a little better, you can, you know, drag it, drop that there, or you can drop that on, or whatever you want to, you know, start with and play around. You can, yeah, anyway, you get the idea. You can play around with these things, have a lot of fun. Actually, looking at that, I think I want a little lighter blue on that. Yeah, sky blue. That's, you know, maybe slightly. Yeah, sky blue is good. Anyway, so now I've got basic panel here that I can play around with. Oops, I didn't. Let's go ahead and do that embedding as well with the label. Okay, this should look a little better now. Okay, so now we're centered and get a little separation and like that, and that's kind of how I like to look at it. And now I want to wire things up a little bit here. So if I just come here, I can say copy to clipboard, get a reference to it, and paste it here. And then I'm going to want to do a similar thing for the wheel morph. Here we are. And copy to clipboard. Paste that. And so set the target for the wheel. And now I need to come and say, again, the wheel morph action selector to be contents, because I'm going to set the contents of the label. And now if I come back and forth, I should get, oops, I guess I better do a do it. There we go. And I go back and forth, and you see we've got, as I scroll the wheel, we get relative motion back and forth. So the next thing I want to do is I'd like to be able to like save this and get it back somewhere else. So I'm going to say save me as a package. Okay. So it's reminding me I'm going to have a special name for this so I don't have a name collision and all of that. So I'm just going to call Tom for Tom Thumb and say accept, and save that as a package. And now I'm going to have to switch to a new environment because I'm going to quit without saving. I'm not going to save that. Yeah, I will leave. And now I have to, sorry, I have to get back to the man behind the curtain here and get a new Cuis image. And now I have
You're not sharing right now. You're no longer sharing.
Yeah, I have to get to share again. And no attention man behind the screen. There we go. And so you got that. Okay, so you got Cuis again, hopefully. And I'm going to open a workspace in this one and resize that. There we are. That's probably good. So feature, oh, actually before that, I Cuis advertising, Smalltalk. Oops. Size. Print that, and we just got under 600 classes. And now I want to say feature, oops. Feature require, and I think I named it Tom. So I'm gonna require Tom. And now what's going to happen is when I saved that composite morph, basically I just did a reference stream on it to file it out. And the problem with that, of course, is to file it in, you need all the backing code. You need the code that is required to run all those morphs. And so by making a package, the Cuis packaging system basically is named features, which specifies requirements and versioning and that kind of stuff. And so when I filed it out, the packages for each bit of code, well, for each object were found and added to a set. And then from that was created a package that required all of the code for that composite morph. And so you'll see this in a minute as it comes up. So, all right. And it's, oh yeah, it used some true type fonts. So it had to load the vector graphics and read a font and all those sorts of things. And what is this? Okay. And here, so we still have, you know, a live thing that we can play around with and like that. So now we've unpickled that in a new image. And if I do a print on that, let's see here, do that, yeah, try it here. Just probably clearer if I do this. And so now I've got fewer classes than I had. And actually, if you open up a class browser, you'll see that only the classes that were actually required for this thing were brought in, not all of the, you know, the UI helper and editing classes and stuff. And if I open a file list here, and we should be able to see the Tom package somewhere. Yeah, sorry, this is a little slower image. Okay, so here's Tom, just to show you what the code is underneath. So it provides Tom and it requires the UI widgets, the panel, vector graphics base, and UI base morphs. And each of those, of course, requires other things, which is why a bunch of stuff got popped, you know, just, you know, the pre-flight transitive closure of the requirements, and then you load them in the right order so that everything works together. And then when the package comes in, it just has an initializer, which takes the reference stream and finds the this package's directory and then loads the reloads the reference stream from that file. And this actually should be one file, but you know, this is work in progress, and I'm making progress. So that's it. There's not much code here. There's not much to do, which is everything that works together and allows you to directly construct things, wire them together without a lot of talking and without any kind of GUI builder, and have it all live. And so you can, you do the usual sorts of things we all, we all like to do and all that. So that's it. That's the lightning talk. And now we can get back to the main event. But I'm just sharing what I'm walking toward with direct offering, with morphs, with minimum busyness around all that stuff. That's it.